Hello. I just wanted to share my newest Star Wars book that I added. That's Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. I borrowed this from the library as an audiobook and really loved it, largely for the passage I want to read. In this book about Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi and their struggle with a lot of different things revolving around a planet and its connection to a mega corporation that practices slavery, Qui-Gon has a conversation with one of his old friends, and that leads to one of the most powerful things in that I've ever actually heard in Star Wars. So let's see if I can find it. This book really cemented Claudia Gray's position as the best new author who's working for Star Wars, even though I've not read Bloodlines, and I wasn't that impressed with Fallen Star. It wasn't bad, but I struggle with the whole setup of the the entire situation with the High Republic. But Gray has a real ability, a good writing sense, a very good style, and the ability to capture emotion without making the emotion itself the plot. It's a rare gift in an author. So Qui-Gon and his old friend Rael Averross have a conversation, and Qui-Gon asks Rael, "Do you still have faith? That's all that matters here." And Rael answers, "Let's say I do. Let's say I believe that someday there's going to be perfect balance in the Force, thanks to some kind of chosen one. Did you ever really think about what that would mean, Qui-Gon? It would mean the darkness would be just as strong as the light. So it doesn't matter what we do, because in the end, hey, it's a tie. It doesn't matter which side we choose." "It matters," Qui-Gon said quietly. "It matters which side we choose. Even if there will never be more light than darkness, even if there can be no more joy in the galaxy than there is pain, for every action we undertake, for every word we speak, for every life we touch, it matters. I don't turn toward the light because it means someday I'll win some sort of cosmic gain. I turn toward it because it is the light." Now, you could read this as being kind of an existential, I do what I do because what I do is myself. Um, Everything is action, everything is experience. You're searching for the ultimate in experience, but it's not transcendent and it's not transferable between people. But I think that this is much more that Qui-Gon knows that the light is self-evidently good, true, and beautiful. And he turns to the light because to do otherwise would be to deny meaning in anything. He doesn't have assurances that the light will win or that there's an end state that will be worthwhile, but the light is itself worth turning towards. And one of the most powerful things about the novel is that at the end of the book, Rael, who is the student of Count Dooku, just as Qui-Gon was himself, Dooku says, "Why would you choose the path that leads to weakness, the path that is destined to fail?" We don't choose the light. because we want to win. Averos smiled sadly. We choose it because it is the light. Showing that if you can help someone see the good, help someone see the true and the beautiful, it can transform a life that has gone down a corrupted and selfish and traumatized path. In an amusing note, in one of my favorite old Star Wars books, I, Jedi by Mike Stackpole, there's a dream of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now remember, this is written in 1998. Well, probably written in 97 or 6. But it was released in 98, and Master and Apprentice was released in, I think, 2017. Let me double check that. (2019). So this was released 21 years after I, Jedi was released. But Obi-Wan, before we even knew he was the student of Qui-Gon, the main character, Corran Horn, has a dream. And they're confronting 3 Jedi who have fallen from the path. And Obi-Wan says, "You are meddling with things you cannot control, things that nearly destroyed the Jedi millennia ago. We have come to ask you to abandon your evil and return to the light." And of course, this is completely ridiculous because there's no way Michael Stackpole in 1998 could have known what a corporate acquisition, a complete resetting of the universe, and a completely different author who he likely has never met would write 21 years later. But I think it works. So that's my recommendation for Master and Apprentice and I, Jedi. Check out our podcast. Should be on this channel on I, Jedi. Thanks for watching.